You expect too much. You call it trust, you call it love, you call it having faith. But what it really is a trap. Because the more you expect, the more they fail you. People forget, people leave, people lie, sometimes soft, sometimes brutal, but always human. That's the part we don't want to face. They will fail you, even the good ones, even the ones who meant it, even the ones who once held you like truth. And when they do, you'll have two options: break or build. Most choose to break. They spiral, they cry out, they try to fix others to avoid facing themselves. But others, the rare ones, they go quiet, they go still, they go inward. Because they've learned something. Trusting people is not about blind hope. It's about preparing for disappointment without losing yourself. The Stoics never built peace on other people's behavior. They built it inside, alone, unshaken. You want freedom? Then let go of the illusion that people owe you consistency. They don't, they can't, they never could. And still, you remain. That's the power, not in changing them, but in anchoring yourself so deeply that even when they drop you, you don't fall. You don't have to become cold, but you do have to become clear. And the clearest thing you can ever accept is this: they will fail you. But you don't have to join them. You keep getting hurt because you keep making people up. You see signs, but call them phases. You hear words, but rewrite them in your head. You witness patterns, but tell yourself it's just stress, just bad timing, just not the real them. But that is them. Right there. What they've shown you, not once, but over and over. People are who they show you, not who they were, not who you hope they'll be. Who they are is what they consistently do when no one's watching. The Stoics never fell in love with potential. They loved what was actual, what was present, what was real, even when it was hard to accept. Because truth doesn't hurt. Denial does. The pain isn't from their actions, it's from your refusal to stop rewriting their script. Stop editing people. Stop adding meaning where they've given you silence. Stop building dreams on broken patterns. Stop assuming depth where there's only noise. You don't need to hate them. You don't even need to confront them. You just need to see them clearly, without filter, without fantasy, and then choose, does this version deserve access? Because until you accept who they are, you'll keep fighting the gap between what's real and what you wish was. And that gap, it will rip you apart quietly. People don't disappoint you. Your imagination does. Let it go, and let what's true lead you forward, with eyes open and peace intact. You try too hard to be understood, to be included, to be liked. But no matter how much you give, it's never enough. Because the truth is, people don't like who you are. They like what they get from you. And when that shifts, so does their affection. The Stoics never chased approval. They didn't need the crowd, they didn't crave applause, they stood clear, even if that meant standing alone. Most people bend, they mold, they water themselves down just to feel accepted. But acceptance that requires you to shrink isn't love, it's submission. You weren't made to be liked by everyone. You weren't built to fit every room. You weren't designed to be small enough for other people's comfort. Let it go. The need, the hunger, the subtle begging. Let it burn out in silence. Because the moment you stop needing to be liked, you start becoming real, unfiltered, unshakable, unapologetic, not rude, not cold, just unavailable to fake connection. They'll say you've changed. They'll call you distant, arrogant, detached. Good. Let them, because they were never in love with you, just the version that needed them. You don't need to be liked, you need to be whole. You don't need validation, you need clarity. You don't need followers, you need peace. So be kind, but not compliant. Be open, but not exposed. Be true, but not for show. The ones who matter won't need you to perform, and the ones who need the performance, they can leave with the script they wrote for you. You weren't born to please, you were born to stand. Now do that, and let everything else fall away. You keep holding on, telling yourself they'll grow, they'll see it, they'll come around. But what if they don't? What if this, right here, right now, is exactly who they are? Most people don't change. They adjust, they hide, they fake what you want just long enough to stay close. But real change? It's rare, and it's never owed. The Stoics never waited for others to evolve. They worked with reality, not with potential. They didn't bet their peace on the transformation of someone else's will. You want freedom? Then stop bargaining with hope. Hope is beautiful. But if you're not careful, it becomes a cage. Stop checking their progress. Stop rereading old messages. Stop rewriting the same future with different names. They are who they are. And the longer you wait, the longer you delay the life you were meant to live. Don't hate them. Don't chase them. Just let them be, as they are, unmoved, unchanged. And you move. Because the most silent tragedy isn't what they never became. It's what you could have become if you weren't waiting. People can shift, yes, but it has to come from them, from their own pain, their own breakdown, their own moment of reckoning. And even then, it's not for you. So stop watching, stop hoping, stop building a version of them in your head that they never signed up to be. They were a lesson, not a promise. Let them go. And give that energy to someone who needs it. You expect too much from people who give you so little. You expect loyalty from convenience. You expect truth from comfort seekers. You expect depth from those who only know surface. And then you're shocked when they disappoint you. But it's not their fault. It's your expectation. And that is where the pain begins. The Stoics never demanded the world to be kind. They prepared for the opposite. Not to become cynical, but to become strong. Unmoved by illusion, unshaken by delay, clear on what mattered. Expect less. Not because you gave up, but because you woke up. The more you expect, the more control you hand away. You start to shape your peace around other people's reactions, their timelines, their emotions, and slowly, you disappear. So drop the expectation, pick up a standard, a code you live by, a rhythm you move to. And if they can't meet that, let them stay behind. Stop asking, why can't they give me more? Start asking, why am I still accepting this? You are not here to chase alignment. You are here to become it. And from that stillness, choose who stays, who rises, who gets access. Expectation is noise, standard is structure, and you don't build a life on noise. So go quiet, go still, go inward, raise the standard, not for them, for you. And let the ones who can't reach it fall away without sound. Stop waiting for people to get it. Some won't, some never will, and some could but choose not to. That's not your weight to carry. It never was. The Stoics moved forward without needing the crowd. They accepted human nature as it was, not as they hoped. And in that acceptance, they found power. Because when you stop expecting the world to fit your vision, you start building a vision that doesn't break. When the world doesn't care, people will leave, people will lie, people will forget, and you will stand, you will focus, you will become unmovable because of it. Accept that not everyone will meet you, that not every hand you held will hold you back, that not every love will end in loyalty. Adapt. Not by becoming less, but by becoming clearer, stronger, sharper in silence. You don't need to get louder, you need to get lighter, by dropping what no longer belongs. Advance. Don't stop. Don't stall. Don't wait for apologies that may never come. You don't need closure, you need direction. You don't need understanding, you need momentum. This is not about being cold, this is about being whole. So go. Carry the lessons, drop the noise, move like someone who's seen too much to be fooled again. Accept, adapt, advance. And let those who couldn't match your stillness fade quietly behind your peace.